audio. Tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in. This week in car audio. Tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in. We'll be talking about bass, talking about chips, talking about rings. You ain't got them, zip your lip. You got a problem you haven't found, check your grounds. The show about to start. Tune in, 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 tune in. This week in car audio. Yeah. Tune in. This week in car audio.
Welcome to This Week in Car Audio with your host, the Judge, Doug Stockton, co-hosted by Jeffrey Fernandez. What's going on, Jeff?
Hey, Doug. How you doing?
All right, I'm trying to get some things here because for some reason my window's closed on me, so I'm trying to get all those back up and going. How was your weekend, sir?
It was good. We had an event at Crossfire headquarters
How did
yesterday.
that go? I heard some good things, maybe.
Yeah, we actually there's 3 potential world records. Okay, I'd say potential because it's got to go through DB Drag and the process, make sure they're members of DB Drag and stuff like that. So we had a couple in Cyclone demo wall. First of all, competitor named Jeff Gatlin. He actually had the world record to begin with, I believe, in the season. And then it got beat out by somebody in Florida. And he was like, no way, I got to come back and, get that record back to Texas. So he actually scored, it was 216.7 points. So in Cyclone, that SPL came out to 156.7
at 20 hertz.
At 20 hertz. So he got the max bonus points. So I think he beat it by half the dB. So, or I should say, 0.5 points.
0.5 points, yeah.
0.5 points. So once we get it cleared by the office, he should be getting his world record certificate.
And who is also that again?
Jeff Gatlin.
And that is right now, that's currently our next week guest is going to be Jeff Gatlin currently. So that's how we're looking right now.
Oh, and there was another world record Cyclone demo in Extreme. There actually wasn't
DD Tank again.
DD Tank, yes, It was DD Tank. Yeah, it was actually his first show of the season. He was like, "Man, I got to come out, take the world record." His score was a 219.2 points, so he did 159.2 average 60 seconds at 20 hertz. So he got the max 60 points.
Oh shoot! I was supposed to share this. Sorry about that. I totally forgot I was going to share this on my Facebook. I'm only on Facebook. I forgot to share it. Sorry.
It must have been my storytelling.
It was so
just captivated you.
It was so good.
There's one more world record I want to talk about in the freestyle class. It was Steve De Los Santos in the Super Street No Wall class. He actually had the world record coming in. I think he did I think it might have been a 160.9, I believe, or something like that. Maybe it might have been a little bit lower. But he was kind of unaware. And I was like, dude, you're so close to the world record. Did you want to, go for it? You're in essence going to be beating your old world record. So you could say like, hey, you had 2 world records in the same season. So he's like, yeah, sure, why not? So he turned it up. He ended up getting a 161.6 dB, beating his old score. So he, I guess, as of now, he's a 2-time world record holder. Potential world record holder.
Potential, that's right. Well, so we won't know for a couple of days usually. Wayne and Celise have to go through all that stuff. And
but he is a member, so it's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Because he got the world record previously, so.
Yeah, speaking of world records and members, our guest this week is Kayla, Team Boujee.
Team Boujee.
How's it going, Kayla?
Great. How are you?
Just fine. So, somebody that just shows up to an event, suggestions on maybe they should probably get a membership if they're kind of loud?
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
Probably before. Yeah.
yeah, so Kayla showed up to the show. She's got a loud vehicle, obviously. Here we go. We got our first lady chiming in now, Tiffany. She's all the way from Bridgetown, Barbados, checking in. She always likes it when we get the ladies on here to talk to her.
It's me.
So Kayla shows up, and I'm like, you know, this is I don't see anybody that's competed in the 10K OG class. And Kayla's like, well, I qualify. My car's essentially stock, and we can get under 10K with this. So, says Rosa's here. Oh, yeah, Rosa popped in there earlier. Sorry, I missed you, Rosa.
Rosa.
Calvin says Jeff is bougie.
Yes, I am.
Anyway, says, hey, you might want to try that out today. And she tried it out, and lo and behold, set a record. What was your score, Kayla?
151.5.
151.5 dB, and this is dB drag style, so it's on the dash in the normal location. And then you have a 10K max, single windshield, 2 layers of deadening. And you have to have an airbag, right? Isn't that what it is? Is the airbag, Jeff?
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
I know
think,
they wanted it to be newer vehicles. So
I think that's what the intention was. It's not necessarily, even though it is called OG, it's not necessarily bringing back the old school vehicles, but more so, implementing the old school rules onto,
single
newer
windshield
vehicles.
And they wanted to do it with newer vehicles for sure.
Right.
So, Kayla, so that wasn't your first show, obviously. I've seen you've been hanging out at shows for quite a while.
Yeah.
But how many of you competed in prior to that?
I think I've competed prior to that one.
Okay, was that down at Jay's Alarms?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you did it down in Jay's Alarms
for Toys for Tots.
Oh, okay. So Toys for Tots would have been Mellows. Yeah, would have been at Nyman's shop.
That was my first one.
Yep.
And then I've done IASCA one. I've done IASCA 3 times, I think now.
Okay.
Base Wars once, and then you guys twice.
Okay.
And you guys, DB Drag is my favorite.
Like I said, hey, that's cool. We appreciate
I love them all, though. I love every one of the boards, though. I'm not a hater. I love every one of them. I love it. I love being out there in the lanes. I love the support from everybody. It's been just the funnest time.
Yep, so. and that's what it's about, is an opportunity for all of us to go out, like-minded people, and have a good time together. And for, say, some guys sitting down watching this with his wife right now, what would you say to their wives or their girlfriends about going to shows and possibly participating and stuff?
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's not just fun for the guys, it's fun for the girls too. There's a lot of females out there that are so supportive and love each other in the base world, and it's just a great community of people. I mean, all full circle. It's just great. Yep. Let him spend money on base. Let him spend money on base. That's what I say about wife or girlfriend. It's your hobby.
Calvin says, "Don't encourage that."
Oh, sorry.
That could get expensive. Hey, my daughter's popping in, Kelsey. For you guys that used to compete a long time ago, Jeffrey, my daughter used to run the meter back in the day when Jeffrey was a competitor. So she now hates me, so she doesn't help me do shows anymore, which is fine. No, she doesn't hate me. She doesn't hate me. She just I just say that because she doesn't help me do shows anymore. I even do shows in Reno just so she can come and help me with them, and she chooses not to. So, like she's got a busy life or something.
Maybe it's when they grow up, younger, they want to help daddy, and then when they get older, it's like.
Calvin says Kelsey can beat Doug in bowling. I'm guessing no. Hey, as a matter of fact, this weekend I picked up the Big Four. That's 2 on one side, 2 on the other side. It's one of the lowest percentage of spares picked up. So I picked that up this
more than the 710.
It's very similar in 710. I think it's even more rare than the 710.
Wow.
because of the extra pins.
Yeah.
My daughter says, it's because I live in Reno, bruh. I do shows in Reno just because of that. Just saying. Anyway, one of the things that we did this week is we were talking about Autorama on my Sonic FX page, and somebody posted up a picture of Jeffrey and his daughter at an Autorama. Did you see that, Jeff?
Yeah, that was actually my first road trip with my daughter. Coming from SoCal, we ended up going up to Sacramento. And it was like it was cool because the whole time I kept thinking, okay, she was gonna want to pull over, you go use the bathroom, and but it ended up being me. But long story short, yeah, it was the first road trip, a DB drag that her and I took together. So that was a cool moment too. That picture.
That's awesome. I think that one show. My daughter says it's not her fault. It's because I put shows on the days she works. Whatever. That's just an excuse. Jeffrey has a daughter? What the hell?
What?
That was from Lewis TVC. He knows better. Anyway, yeah, that was a cool picture. As a matter of fact, that's when we had a whole bunch of women competing, I believe, at that show. We had was Anna, Marissa right? Copeland at the time, right? So that's now it was Marissa O'Brien. And we also had Anna competing at that show also. Yeah. That's Anna from Rusty and Anna at DC Audio.
Yeah, Anna Flowers.
Anna Flowers, yep. Hey, Josh Bruce piping in. Been a minute since we've seen him. All right, Kayla, so tell us about your vehicle.
My vehicle. I have a...
Oh, wait, first. Did you have a hand in building it?
Yes.
You did.
I even had a hand in building my subs. We got to choose what I wanted for my subs, and we actually, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so tell us about your vehicle.
So I have a 2019 Jeep Cherokee, the smaller version, not the Grand. I have two 15 Lord of Ounce 400-ounce motor T.I. basket pink subs. I'm like saying this all. I'm like all excited, so I can't talk right now. Sorry. I'm horrible. Anyways, right now I have it running on 2 5Ks, and I have them both at 0.7 ohm. I had them on 2 crescendos, but I'm actually having one of my crescendos replaced. What part was it? The telemetry was off on one of them. So in the meantime, I'm running 2 5Ks. I have 296 amp hour headway right now. I have a 320 stock X alt. Brand X alt. Stock X. Brand X alt.
Stock and Brand X.
I'm like all excited. Different.
Calvin piped in real quick, says, nice. Rare nowadays that many people are doing their own builds. I don't know that that's true. There's quite a few people out here, at least in California, that do their own builds. And by doing your own build, I'm not saying you sat down, you designed it, you did everything. It's you had a hand in it. You probably had a team. Your husband was helping you. Other people. Yeah. But it's not by building it yourself. I'm saying you're not going to a stereo shop and paying like. And don't get me wrong, if you were to go to Jose's shop in Oakland and have him build you a car, it's going to be loud as hell. Mm-hmm. You went to Greg's shop in Salinas, it's going to be loud as hell, right? You went to Roger at Crossfire, that's going to be loud as hell. Now, Roger's going to be the most expensive of all of them. So.
I just wanted to be loud and have something that's mine. You know what I mean? And if I got to choose the subs the way I wanted them, the pink TI baskets the way I wanted them, and just did them the way I wanted it. It's really mine. It's my vision. It's my, my baby. So I love the way it's turned out. I think it sounds amazing for as stock as the vehicle is. And I really haven't done any body upgrades or anything. So, I mean, she's loud, and I plan on just making her a little louder and doing final tweaks. And,
does she have a name?
I haven't named her yet. I know she's the Barbie Jeep because I do the base Barbie, and she's the Barbie Jeep, but I need a name for her, and I haven't thought of a good name yet. But so far, we just call it the Barbie Jeep, the base Barbie Jeep.
The base
Good
Barbie
name.
Jeep. It's pink. There's a little bit of pink in there all over the place.
Oh yeah.
So Jeffrey may be coming to check that out this weekend at Autorama.
Yeah, I'm excited. I plan on being there both days. So
okay.
Wow. That's so cool. You're gonna have a fun time.
You will.
I'm planning. I want to up the last score I did, so I want to come in with.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling you've kind of probably been working on it.
I definitely have.
Yeah. So the last show that we did that and where you set your record, that happened to be a wedding show also, which you participated in. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Wow.
That was awesome. Sean and Janet renewed their vows. That was amazing. I felt honored to be a bridesmaid for that. So that was great. It was fun to be up there in my dress competing. Fancy competition and wedding duo.
Yes, it was a good time. My daughter says, "How about Barbie Dream Jeep?"
Oh, I like that Barbie's Dream Jeep. Yes, I like that.
That was just a suggestion she threw out there.
I like it.
And Lewis TVC says, "Awesome seeing females getting into it." And you know, we mentioned on this show many times that you know, people participate in it or go to one of these shows and it's never what they think and they always enjoy it. Very rarely is it somebody doesn't enjoy either participating or being at the show. But would you say, Kayla, I mean, we've pretty much had everybody agree with this, but I mean, in your opinion, where the participating at the event versus just attending the event, what's your thoughts on that and where are you at with that?
I like both. I like being at the events and I like participating. I personally love participating because I get excited. I want to know what I'm going to do and I learn more and more each time. So personally for me, I love the participating a little more, but I enjoy the shows all the time. If I'm not in the lanes, I'm happy to be there. I love to get the demos and meet cool people, see the builds. It's just a fun experience.
Oh no, absolutely. And that it definitely is. It's one of those things that, like I said, when you compete, though, you have a different appreciation for what's happening at the event, too.
100%.
So just attending, and don't get me wrong, I love it when people attend because it exposes them to what we do. And as we mentioned, I mean, countless times on here, the enthusiasm put out forward by people like you and other competitors is infectious. And people see your passion for what you do, and they can appreciate it for what it is. Whether they like loud music or not is inconsequential. They can see like the joy and the enjoyment that you get out of what you do and the pride you have in what you've delivered to the event, and they're proud and happy for you also. Do you find people, I mean, how are people to you as a competitor and as just say as a competitor. So as a female competitor,
amazing.
How do people treat you?
For the most part, super supportive. People give me tips, always just, hey, I saw this and that, just help me out, and just have been nothing but support.
Romila Narayan, Romelia, right? Romila. Yeah. Anyway, she says that's my girl.
Yep. My girl.
So, but yeah, no, like I said, it's the people, especially for females in this, they tend to get and not saying a guy wouldn't get all the help he ever asked for in this, but women tend to get a little more help, and it's not that they think they need it or because they're pretty or anything like that. Is we want to see more involvement with women, so we go above and beyond and throw the extra mile out there, So is Sean your husband?
He's my husband.
Okay, wasn't 100% sure if you guys are married. So,
yeah, we're married.
So Sean competes, and I see him at a lot of the shows, and he's there and he's supporting Lord of Bass, right? Is what he does?
Not anymore.
Oh, not anymore. Okay, but I seen
He's
him in the
actually
green
on no
shirt.
team right now.
Huh?
He's actually he just wants to start his own sub company, and
Oh, cool.
yeah, and he's like he right now he just likes to like focus on like street beats and just being out there to support all the competitors and demos and like wants to build subs. But he was on we Lord of Base, but not no more.
Okay. Stephen Talbot pops in here with, "I love your build, Kayla. Did an awesome job."
Thank you.
So we got Autorama coming up this weekend. It's a 2X on Saturday, a 3X on Sunday. So that should be really, really cool. Um, and obviously we're gonna have probably a really large turnout. You know, it's Autorama. One thing you will find that's different at Autorama, which, have you been to an Autorama before?
So Autorama is going to actually be my 1 year anniversary for ever going to the car comps. This is how like that was my first car
Was
audio
Autorama last year?
Yes.
So and
That's
as you
what
see,
pulled me into wanting, and I just continued and continued because it was so awesome.
just the cool thing, in my opinion, the greatest thing about Autorama itself is the amount of people we get exposed to what we do, and people like you and Moses that just have a exuberant passion for what we do. It really, really, really shows. So,
Yeah.
oh, well, hey, hold on, wait. I want to text this person that's texting me. Hold on. Why don't you watch the live feed that's on right now?
So, Kayla, does Sean have a vehicle?
He does.
Well, who's loudest? Who's the loudest? Is it you or Sean?
I mean, right now, I think we're both about the same.
Both about the
I
same.
think
Good answer.
He's pretty windy. He's got a little more pressure than me, but I feel like I'm musically louder. He's got two 221s in his truck though on a wall.
Oh,
so,
that's cool.
Oh, wow.
No, and I'm rocking the 215s.
There you go. Romila once again pipes in with, "So proud of the female passion out in the lanes."
Yeah.
And then Kelsey, my daughter, says, "Autorama is always a fun time. Miss helping with that show." That is a big deal for me. Like I said, I was really, really looking hard for the picture. My son, when he was like 6 years old or something, I got him on the mic, and there's a picture of him. He's pointing at the cars, like he's trying to do like me, the auctioneer thing, you know?
Yeah.
So Benjamin Pritchard, hers was whatever that is. I'm not sure. I missed what that one was.
Yeah, that's our friend. We know him.
Oh, Benjamin.
Oregon.
Tristan says, "It's good to see females competing. He just needs to get his wife in there now that she's a judge." Tiffany was on the show, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. Mm-hmm. Can you send me the link? Are you kidding me? Hold on. Oh, man. Anyway, here, I'm going to hit him. It's on Facebook and YouTube. Sonic FX or This Week in Car Audio, in case anybody listening doesn't know where to go.
You're just too popular, Doug.
Dude. Well, what's his name was doing that to Lucky was doing that for a while on purpose.
That's right. Yeah.
But he ain't doing that no more. So, but no, he's doing some good stuff. Rick Garcia, "Wish my daughter would get into it, but she does like car shows." Oh. Yeah, I've seen his daughter there a bunch of times. I'm live, dude. Here he is. He keeps on texting me. I'm live now. So people don't get that, I guess. Anyway, so Kayla, what's your guys' plan for competing this year? What's your long term for this year, and then long term, what's your plan?
So this year I'm gonna run pretty much what I'm doing in the Jeep with the 15s. I kind of want to soup them up a little bit, maybe later on down the season, and then next. Further down, I would like to see six 12s in the back of that Jeep on a wall.
So you currently have the world record.
Yeah. and I want to keep it.
And you want to keep it.
I want to keep
And
going.
you want to go to World Finals this year? We're going to do it in Antioch.
I do.
So it's nice and close, right?
Yeah, I want to be there.
So that's
I want to win too.
No, she doesn't want to just go there. She wants to win. She wants the ring.
I do want the ring. Know that I want the ring so bad.
And then you can give your husband the support ring.
Yeah. And then I'm making kiss my ring. Kiss my ring.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, you got your ring on real quick to show her? Or no?
No, actually, no. I left it at
yeah,
home,
mine's downstairs too. I can't wear it when I'm bowling, so I don't wear it on Mondays. So
I kind of grew out of it. I've been putting it on the different fingers as it's
it's almost to the pinky finger now.
Yeah, one's on the pinky finger, and then the other one I got like the biggest size I can get, and it's on my I can either be on my thumb or on my index finger.
I hate it when the ring starts shrinking on you.
Yeah, what's up with that? Come on.
So that's really cool. So are you planning on try to bring more women or people into the thing?
Yeah.
And what's kind of your goal that direction?
I want to get a big team. I want Team Boujee to get good size, and I want to bring out and inspire as many women as I can to get out in the lanes and be out there.
So I like I said, okay, so I think that's an awesome idea and whatnot. Do you have like a plan, like you're going to be talking to women at shows, or are you going to be talking to them online, or how are you going to try and
I have a few other people already on the team already, so I have some girls who are already starting to build. I want to start. I'd like to get like jerseys to have out the show representing it, our team, and get us a Facebook page going and just get. But I just want. It just started, so I've been really calm with it because I've been just kind of letting it happen organically because I don't want to just kind of be like, join my team, do what I just want. Want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But that's what my goal is. I'd like to get a real nice, strong group of women out there in the lanes.
Do you got somebody that does your shirts for you and all that, or is going to?
Not yet.
Okay, so keeping with the female thing, Marissa O'Brien does shirts up in Wyoming. We had her on here like a year ago, something. Anyway,
yeah, me and her.
You know her?
We're on Facebook too, yeah.
Okay, Cool. So she does shirts, and and she does bitches of base, and she started that out of Autorama. So so that might be an avenue for you. I mean, just to kind of keep the girl thing going,
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
So
I'll reach out to her.
Yeah, no, like I said, and she does a good job, and she's one of those people that works hard at no matter what she does in life. I mean, she helped build her own car, La Fonda. Right?
Yeah.
So, La Fonda the Honda.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
that's so awesome. That's what, inspires women like me too out there. Like when you come to these shows and you see women like that, that's so cool.
One of the things I got asked, as a matter of fact, that's why this guy was texting me. He had some Asian font for his name, so I have no idea what his name is. Anyway, he was asking me, are we going to have Pankadao at Autorama? And I think we are going to have it. And basically, Pankadao is something similar to Base Wars, I guess. So it's a stunt wall. Jeffrey, you want to tell him your interpretation of what it is?
I think it's pretty big overseas. And when I say overseas, I think it's Brazil.
Brazil mostly,
Brazil, I should say. And I think it has something a little bit to do with stunt walls. I could be wrong.
Yeah, so you want to be 3 meters, which is 9 feet away from the car, and then you meter it at that distance. So I'm guessing it's kind of like drive-by. I haven't read into the rules. I just got hit with this. That's Joel Ibonic, not spelled right.
Joel.
So it's Joel is the guy who's asking. But yeah,
I don't think they call it drive-by anymore. I think it's park and pound. If you're talking about.
Park and pound.
I think they got rid of that name drive-by. But
because of the moving vehicles thing.
I think so, but I think that's kind of how it is. So you got these crazy guys with big systems that come out of the bed of a truck, right? And then they put the sensor right behind it, like you said, 3 meters away, and then it measures the SPL. So that'd be kind of cool. I've read about it, I've heard about it. I actually haven't seen it, but that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna be doing research since yeah, Joel. Wow, Yibamimit is my name.
You you
Yibamit,
you bomb it.
something. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so I think we might offer the Pankadao. Just give it a trial run at Autorama. Another thing, what classes did you compete in, Kayla?
What? When?
At the DB drag shows. What classes? So you have the record in 10K.
I did
and
10K
OG.
and then I did
Boujee.
freestyle.
Oh, freestyle. Okay, so you
okay.
didn't do the base race or the top dog or anything.
I
like
didn't do base race this time,
Okay.
but I'm going to the next one. Yeah, at Autorama.
Okay. So I
I did base race at Toys for Tots. I did base race that time.
And your thoughts on that?
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I need to get better with my bass lever, but I'm practicing, so I'm gonna bring it at Autorama.
All right, and we're working on a show where we will be doing multiple locations, like potentially Dallas or wherever, Grapevine, and then somewhere in California, and then Tennessee Base Racers. And Tennessee Base Racers guys keep telling me that, yeah, we ain't got a hope in hell over in those other two locations because they're just good. So,
Well, I'm gonna get good.
All right. It's not that hard. Look, I can do it. I get jump in anybody's car and beat the boss.
I think I can do it. I think I just get too excited.
That is a very tough thing not to do in base race.
It's the hardest to get over the nerves.
Yes.
I get too. I'm like, I'm going too slow. I want to go too fast, and I gotta find that happy medium.
Nope, you definitely do. That's Tennessee got $1,000 cash days, is what she said.
Yeah, I saw that. Cool.
So
we got a bunch of sponsors.
Yeah, so once we get a date figured out, we're gonna get sponsors for ours and all that stuff, and then we'll talk and we'll figure out how much we're gonna pay. Pay like 1 in 4 or something, or 1 in 6 or 1 in 8, and pay down a couple places and get a lot of hopefully make a lot of money for a lot of people. Rosa says that's her problem too. She just gets over nervous in there. Because she was competing at Jay's Alarms because it's nice and close to their house. They can drive 2 cars. They don't have to drive 1 car. Carlos says he's ready to take on Tennessee. Oh, down to pound Carlos.
Ah.
He can't even beat me, Rick. The last time we went, we tied, I think, 3 times and beat the boss.
Oh, wow.
And then I can't remember if he won or I won. I think he ended up winning after we tied 3 times. So, but that's good. Like I said, these are good things. These make the shows better. World Finals. So obviously you didn't go to World Finals last year.
This year though.
Yeah, but you're gonna go this way. Let's see. Hello, Doug and Jeffrey. This is my ride. I intend to be Pankado class. Rosa said she went to Sacramento a couple times in her car. She has to get her points. She has to get her 75 points in whatever class. You can't comment a photo in live stream. That is correct, Joel.
I'm trying to see on the side here.
Oh,
I can see this picture.
You can see it. So it's a stunt wall I'm taking. But that'd be awesome. Like I said, we always like to see new formats and try and make people better and whatnot. Jeffrey might be out there for 1 day, might be out there for both, might be out there for none. But he's working on trying to get out there at least one day.
Even if I have to hitchhike.
And I haven't heard back from Ray, Choi, and Jimbo. So did you meet Jimbo yet or no? Jimbo at World Final. Oh, no, you haven't met those guys yet, the Canadians. You'll love those guys. They're awesome. They have some issues going on up in Canada right now. He's trying to get his passports renewed. And the government went on strike, I heard. So
Oh no.
so if they can get it worked out, they will be down here and be doing the Autorama, doing the 5 times with Jimbo. So that's cool. Oh, see, send me stuff, and man, don't send me stuff. I'm in the middle of my show. Send it to Jeffrey. Anyway, so you're gonna try base race, top dog, 10K. What were your thoughts on freestyle?
Freestyle's fun. I love it.
It's just an opportunity to compete and have fun, right?
Opportunity to compete, feel comfortable, not feel too much pressure.
Yeah.
And then kind of see what your system can do. Play with it for a minute and feel
Yeah.
it gets you. It's a good opener to make you feel comfortable. It's a good.
Yes. And Jeffrey, wouldn't you agree that was our intent with it, is to get the not serious competitor, give them a place just to kind of play?
You're talking about freestyle?
Yeah, freestyle
format. Yeah. A lot of the competitors that would, or first-time competitors that would come to my shows, I'd ask them, okay, it's your first time. Let me suggest DB drag or freestyle, because essentially it's just the burp, what we call the burp. You don't have to mess with your bass knob or anything like that in bass race or top dog. So, it's something that they can try out, and one's in the kick, one's on the glass, and they can kind of choose for themselves what fits them. So.
Yep. Brandy popping in says, "I love you, Kayla, and I support you always." Brandy used to be a competitor. Now she just shows up to the shows. Just saying. She actually had her daughter competing a couple of times, and her daughter wasn't doing too bad. So, like I said, we want to bring in new people and help grow grow what we do, right? The more people that participate, the more fun it is. And you're gonna find out that like-minded people have a great time at these shows. Spencer, you want to answer this one for us, Jeffrey? Spencer Staniland says, "Can you remove the seats in OG 10K?"
Yes.
But they have to be with the vehicle, right?
What do you mean with the vehicle? They have to bring it to the event?
Wasn't that one of the things we figured with OG? Was you had to have the seats?
I think they.
Oh, we got rid of that part of it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
So essentially, it's as if it was a super street vehicle from previous years. So you are able to take your seats out.
Yeah, because if you had a wall, you might not be able to mount your seats, right? That was the issue we were having.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So Jerry Eastman asked, never been to Autorama. What can I expect? Kayla, you want to tell him about your experience last year? So this would be his first time. Tell him about your first time at Autorama. What you saw, what it was.
My first time, my mind was blown because it was my very first car audio show. So pretty much,
that's a tough one to go to.
I wasn't there as a competitor. I was only there as just someone experiencing it. Just like but it was a lot of fun. A lot of cool vehicles everywhere. It's a big turnout. It's a very big turnout. I got a lot of demos. My hair was ratted up the whole day. So that was, that was fun. You can expect that. But I don't know what to expect for competing part because this is going to be my first time in the lanes at Autorama. I'm excited.
So let me help you with what to expect. So if you aren't in the gate by 10 o'clock, they're going to charge you $10 for parking. Okay.
I'll be there.
So that's super important to be early. Okay. I can't open the gate till 8, and typically there's a long line of cars out at 8 o'clock because the earlier you're there, the better parking spot you get. 100%, Jeffrey. Because the good parking spots go really quick, and you end up out never. Another thing to tell people and to let people know about also is if you're come just to spectate at Autorama, it's $10 to park, $20 to walk through the gate per person. So if you have 2 people and you park your car, that is $50 to get into the gate, just to come watch. Now, if you go in the gate as through the competitors, now you don't have to compete, but if you go through the gate as the competitors, it's $60 and it gets you in both days. Now that $50 is just one day. If you want to come both days, it's going to be $100. If you come in through the competitor gate and pay the competitor entry fee of $60, you get one free entry into the event, and it gets you, a passenger, and a car into the venue, and you get to park right there where everybody's at.
Heck
So if you
yeah.
want to just come and demo or something like that, that's the best way to do it. If you want to come and just check it out, it gets real expensive if you don't come through the competitor gate. So hopefully that helps everybody. But once again, the entry fee, the $60, gets you the car, a competitor, a passenger for both days.
Okay,
So,
cool.
the one really cool and most important part of the whole thing is you will get 2 tickets. And if you lose one ticket, you have to pay the $60 again. Because one ticket for each day. So one ticket is your entry fee, and the other ticket is your get back in the next day.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
So hopefully that helps you guys with what the what to expect at Autorama. Oh, and I don't take no I'm coming, none of that stuff. When it's your time to be in the lanes, it's your time to be in the lanes. We have a live feed going, and you guys can go on the live feed and you can watch and see when you're up next. And then we also have, I'm going to be on the PA loud and proud, but if you can't hear me, you can always turn on the live feed and see where you're at and see what we're doing there. Rick Garcia asks, so what is OG 10K? Kayla, have you been looking at the rules and stuff on that? No? All right, Jeffrey, you want to tell them a good rundown of 10K? I see you posted it here.
Yeah, I just put I just cut and paste right from the rule book. So essentially, Super Street OG 10K. Let's see here. There's going to be no floor cuts. Maximum sound dampening material is 1/4 of an inch or 0.25. Single windshield. Okay. No double windshields. Right. No undercarriage build downs. You can't have a battery box underneath your vehicle. Factory headliners required. OEM seats only. It says okay to remove during the competition. Okay, so side windows must function normally, meaning that it does go up and it does go down. Also, I think lastly, it's driver and passenger airbags are required.
Yep.
So that's a quick rundown.
Yep. Fred Montoya, I could have run that, Jeffrey, so he could have been there. Okay. Brandy says, my first time I worked computers and my daughters did gates. Oh, that's right. Brandy did that. She did help out with that. And let's see, Spencer. Sorry, guys. One more question. Pole or no pole in OG 10K? I don't remember, but I think there's no pole in 10K, right?
Correct. Pole, like the brace, pole. the right, the floor to ceiling brace.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's a no pole class, correct?
Right.
Okay. And Jerry says, thanks, guys. And Jordan Johnson, whoever that is, says, yeah, Kayla, Team Boujee. Apparently somebody you probably know.
Yeah.
Oh. So why are you checking with Sean? Daughter. You don't even know if you know these people?
No, it's my bestie's. It's my bestie's daughter.
Okay. So with that being said, I mean, Autorama, you sound pretty excited. Did you end up going to the show last weekend?
I did.
Down in Fresno?
I did.
And good time down there too? And
yeah, it was a great time. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I base boxed for my first time.
Okay.
And I took 4th in everything I did that day. So, and I feel pretty good because I was up in house class. I was with some pretty top dogs that day. So I felt pretty gangster, with my 2 teams to be out there with them. Plus I got to learn a lot. So I had a blast.
Okay. Jeffrey, do you know how the base boxing works?
I'm not too familiar.
Do you remember how it works, Kayla?
Yeah, you pretty much just try to send it as much as you can and have it steadily going.
So
30
all
seconds.
knobs to the right. So your first round is
Right, there are
door
different
open,
rounds.
is like driver door open. Second round is passenger door open. Third round is both doors open. Right? Something like that.
Yeah, and they did it all sealed for me. I only went one round. I did it all sealed the whole time.
Oh, because you were fourth. Oh, that's right. So your first round might be sealed.
Yeah, I didn't come. Yeah, I was maybe gonna come back and go for it. Yeah, because I was fourth, but it was. I'm learning each time because I didn't have my thing fast forward to where the base started. It was like the lower part where it's like.
Oh, that's gonna hurt your average.
Oh, yeah.
And so I fast forward, so I learned now. I know how to fast forward prior to that. So.
Street Beats Inc. chiming in said Team Boujee. All right, no, that's cool. As long as you have a good time, that's really what we want to see here, because the better time you guys have, the more likely you are going to come out and do it again, obviously, right?
Or tell a friend and bring a friend.
That's right.
Yeah.
And for those people that have not seen the trophies for Autorama, so first place on Sunday's 4-foot tall trophies, and first place on Saturday's 3-foot tall trophies. So we're going to have big trophies. They are going to be the diamond plate trophies. So they're going to be diamond plate columns on it. So they're nice trophies, just saying. We do it right for Autorama. Rick Garcia says it's an average of 3 scores. Door open, sealed, and both doors opened. So
how long are the runs? Are they 30 seconds or?
How long were the runs, Kayla?
30 seconds.
They are 30 seconds. So you need to. He says you need to qualify with whatever's allowed: a single door open, both doors open, or the sealed. And you chose sealed, right?
Yeah, I did sealed.
Okay.
Yes, I guess. Yeah, it was my first time, so I didn't know to even choose. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning.
Here's my wife. I guess I'm not in as much trouble as I was yesterday. Says, "Who's the cute judge?" Is she talking about you, Jeff?
Yeah, I think so.
So, but no, that's awesome. I mean, like I said, we like to see more women participate. I know Sean Lankus. Scott Lankus.
Yeah.
Scott Lankus is going to bring his wife and his 2 daughters with him to the show this weekend, to Autorama. So
wow, he's got 2 daughters now?
He does. He just had one a couple weeks ago.
Awesome. That's cool. Bringing the whole family. That's what it's about.
Kayla Bruce says, proud best friend moment.
That's my bestie.
So
I think you have your own team right now.
Yeah,
I know.
Do they all have cars? Do they got systems?
Yes, they do.
Bring them.
Yeah, they are. She's out in the lanes under Team Boujee. Kayla was.
That's
and I'm
awesome.
Brandy. And I have Janet. So
Janet changed her name to Team Boujee, right?
Yeah, she's Team Boujee, so we're gonna have her. Cool. Hey, and she's good at base race, so I'm excited.
She's getting better. She's absolutely getting better. Her first time she won, and then since then she hasn't done the greatest, but she is getting better, and so that's good. I mean, like I said, we love to see all these people out here and having a good time and whatnot. Oh, and Rosa.
Rosa.
Don't forget about Rosa.
Yes, yeah. Rosa's Team Boujee too. I know she's space for base, but she's a little bit Team Boujee as well.
Yeah. Like I said, the camaraderie amongst people here is just awesome. Whether it be the women, the men, the whole group, right?
Yeah.
So with Jeffrey, on air quick meeting type thing for This Week in Car Audio stuff real quick. So I am thinking maybe we try and do a run and give away a membership to DB Drag for if we hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. And then if we can hit the 1,000 that we need to have for the monetization part, then we can give away a World Finals entry.
Wow. Yeah.
Thoughts?
That's pretty good.
I mean, it's not bad.
I like it.
But we need more people to join us and be part of this. Aaron Williams, you got more people chiming in for you.
Aaron, that's one of my other besties. She's in New York.
Yep. Rosa says, I'm wherever my girls are. Rosa's another
Nice.
one. She's super enthusiastic. And in case you guys don't know or whatever, as enthusiastic and as happy and all this stuff that you see Kayla on this program right now, she's just like that when she's in the lanes too and at the shows. She's all over the place. She's there having a good time. She's bouncing around.
Totally.
She she's having a great time. And I just want to say, I appreciate you and your husband coming to the shows. You guys, I mean, your husband's really helpful with other people. You're there to have a good time. He's paying attention for you because you don't. So, because you're off doing hair tricks. And
I know. I'm off getting my hair knotted up.
yeah. So, I mean, so he's paying. I call your name. He goes and hunts you down. Aaron says Kayla is a fantastic person, one of the most dedicated women I know.
Cool.
Aww.
You getting all kinds of woman love today on here.
I know, right? I'm feeling extra loved.
Moses Martinez and Rosa Espinoza are celebrities. Let's not kid ourselves. That's from Mario Perella.
Yeah. They're definitely, good ambassadors to the sport. So.
Those two have been such an inspiration to me too. Just those two are amazing. I love them.
My wife says she loves the name Team Boujee.
Yeah, does she want to be on it?
That's because we tell her all the time that she's super bougie.
Oh, I love that. So that's why we thought about that name for that too. My husband and my whole family always jokes that I'm too bougie for things, or I'm too bougie.
Oh yeah, and since I found out I have my new sister, man, that is not good for me. It's
not good for you.
The two of them together is a dangerous combination.
Team up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like my sister's in Vegas right now, and my wife's got serious FOMO going on. Because she's in Vegas without my wife, so.
Oh.
So it says, Kayla and Sean have been super awesome, very welcoming to us, the new people. That's from Jerry Eastman.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get our Reno guys back on here because, Jeffrey, you want to speak towards World Finals and the process or whatever, the thing that we have to go through to get a West Coast version of it out here. You want to speak to that a little bit?
It's pretty tough. I was competing. I started in the year 2000, many years ago. What?
2007 was our first year having the multiple locations.
Right, and I actually, so when I was competing in the early 2000s, I had myself along with a group of guys from California. We had to do the road trip all the way to World Finals, which would normally be like Louisville, Kentucky, or Tennessee.
Yep.
So that in itself, was really hard, right? And then with the invent of the what we called back then, I remember telling the story about this, but we used to call it internet finals, but it's satellite finals, and that was just kind of revolutionary, But in order for us to do that, we really had to get the whole West Coast pumped up. Everybody on the West Coast needs to be at finals, right? We need to have a location on the West Coast, and by having these great ambassadors, like Rosa and Moses, such as yourself as well now. So we need all the help we can get. Well, I say we. I'm not really in California anymore, but I have my roots in California. I'm in Texas now, but I think even anywhere you go, we need to get this enthusiasm up so we can get multiple locations because it's just a lot more fun that way. Yep. You're going to go up against guys or gals, on the satellite that you wouldn't normally go to, like if the World Finals was in, say, Nashville, you'd be able to go up against them in these satellite locations. So that's one awesome aspect that we could, bring to the table is, hey,
So we didn't have it here last year because it was the 25th anniversary. So we wanted to have one big bash blowout, and it was awesome. It really was, Jeff. I have to say, but anyway, So this year we're going to be back out here. We're going to be in Antioch. So that's over in the Bay Area. So Antioch, we got an indoor facility, and I believe the way we're set up is the first 19 people that register for World Finals will have a indoor parking spot, and then the other cars are going to have to be outside because the building only holds 19 cars inside.
I'm registering right away.
Yeah.
So I believe that's how we're going to do it. That was Chester asking if we were going to have a finals in California. Like I said, it's going to be in Antioch. Mario says we miss you out here in California. I don't know how you miss him. He comes out here all the time,
like every other month.
Yeah. So
and he's always at all the shows. Mario is representing.
Yep.
He was at the last event in California that I did a DB drag for, and yeah, he's one of those guys that he's down. I think he was like in Fresno last weekend too. So yeah.
Cool. Chester says he's going to be at Autorama. It's been a minute since I seen him out there, so that's cool.
Oh,
Can't wait to see him out there again. No, 1 year we were only 4 cars less than the main location back east. So I swear to you, I know we can do it in California, and we can exceed the amount of participation that they had back east. I know we can get more cars here in California. We did what was it, 3 years ago or whatever, when we were at Alston's Chassis Works. We had 120 cars in the parking lot. We had 67 cars that qualified for World Finals, but then we only had 20 people compete. That almost cost us having a West Coast venue permanently.
Yeah.
So, like I said, let's show up, show out. You guys, like I said, you guys know what you're doing. It is a lot of work to create a second location and to get DB Drag to, how can I say this? To get them to believe that it's worth their time and effort to have another location for World Finals.
I think if it was up to them, they would want to have it.
Yes.
It's just a couple of things that just kind of, holds you back, and it's, unfortunate, but,
participation
like
is the biggest thing that would hold them back, right?
Yeah.
Because if they can say, hey, we opened up a venue for 15 cars, they're not interested in that. We opened up a venue for 60 cars. Hey, that was worth our time and effort, because there's a lot of effort. I mean, Celise has been working on World Finals now, for like 3 months, already.
I think as soon as the previous finals ended, she was right on it.
So there's a ton of work that goes into this. That's why I encourage all you guys to do this. But yeah, let's try and get up to 500 people on YouTube, and then I think I'll give away a membership at that point, a DB Drag membership. And that's if you guys don't already have a membership, and if you do, I'll buy you the one for next year, whatever. And then if we get to 1,000 and we get to that by the West Coast finale time frame, I will pay somebody's entry into World Finals. Sound reasonable?
Awesome.
So that's how we're going to do that. Let's see. Are all 4 locations going to go live during finals? Yes, they are.
That's Robert Carey. He's out of Texas.
Yes. Yeah. So all of them will be live on the internet all at the same time. Jeff, we're into this almost an hour now. Shoot, that was fast.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it was fast.
You want to hit up Kayla with our question?
Sure. Okay, Kayla. So this is a question that we asked all of our guests. Basically, we want to know, what is your definition of a bass head?
Definition of a bass head could be so many definitions.
Yeah. Okay.
If you love music and you have a system and you listen to it every day, that's a bass head. Yeah. If you love music and you build a crazy system and you go out and you compete, that's a bass head. If you're a child and you love to hear your parents' system, that's a bass head. Like, just music therapy, loving music and bass, that's a bass head. So my daughter, I got 3 little bass heads. So
that's cool.
You know, my youngest, she has high functioning autism and she doesn't like the high pitched part. So, but she loves the bass, the fill of the bass, and she just loves it. It just soothes her. She loves it. She asks me, "Mommy, demo," and she has her safety headphones that we wear, and I give her a little bit of sauce, but she'll be like, "Mommy, demo," and so yeah, we love
I'm
it.
guessing they're pink.
Yes, everything's pink.
Yeah. So that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Kayla, any final thoughts?
Nope, you guys are awesome, and I'm excited for Autorama.
All right. And where, if somebody
For
wanted to follow you or see videos, where would they see that?
They can follow me on Facebook under Kayla Ray Base Barbie Sickles, or they can also follow me on TikTok on Spoiled Base Wife Life or Base Fatty 916. That's both my TikTok names. But yeah, I'm on there.
Okay.
Oh man, she's all over social
over
media.
the place.
I bet you
I'm not really good with it though.
If you put a post right now about Autorama, you're probably gonna have like 50 more people come to Autorama just because Kayla posted it, right?
That's
I
right.
actually did post about it this morning in my stories.
Oh, okay.
I
Awesome.
posted Autorama just telling people that I hope to see everyone out there.
All right. Aaron Bryant popping in finally. Jeffrey, what do you got going on? What's up? Let's talk about it. I see it right behind your shoulder there.
Yeah. So Saturday, May 13th, it's coming up in about 3 weeks right here in Grapevine, Texas. We're going to have another Triple Point DB drag racing event. But in addition to, we're also going to have T.W.I.C.A have a multi-point event. So it's going to be dual organization. It's the De Los Santos Memorial Car Audio Show. There's a competitor out here, Steve De Los Santos. He wanted to do a memorial show for his late son.
Is that the one that's got the picture of his son on
yes,
the vehicle?
and that's yes, he has it on the hood of his vehicle as a wrap. That's the picture of his son on the flyer right behind me. So he's wanting to do something for his son, and he says if you've never been to one of these competitions, he says you're in for a treat. Come get demos from some of the loudest around in DFW area. So, you know, he's he wants to make it big. He's got T.W.I.C.A coming down as well. We're doing a triple point event. So if you guys are in the area or anywhere close, you know, come on out.
And for us, we got 2X on Saturday, Autorama at Cal Expo in Sacramento. So come on out and bring your car. Remember, the gate fee covers you for both days. It's the same gate fee if you show up on Sunday or Saturday. So if you want to come in both days, come in Saturday. Remember, it's the car, a driver, and a passenger. I will post where it is for the people that don't know. It's going to be the gate closest to the freeway. I think it's gate 26 is where it's at, I believe.
26.
It's the same gate we always go in. But the super important key for anybody to know is you need to be inside the gate before 10 a.m. Otherwise, they're going to charge you an additional $10. Have my phone number with you. So if there's any issues, you can call me. But just know, whatever time, I think it's 10 or 11 o'clock, the police come and actually lock the gate, and I cannot get you in after that time. So don't be late is all I can say. You have to check the website to see what is happening. But other than that, that's 2X on Saturday, 3X on Sunday. Hopefully we get Jeffrey out here to come watch all this stuff. And we get Jimbo. Would be awesome if Jimbo makes it down. I don't know if he is or not. I haven't heard from him, so we'll see. So right off the bat, I want to thank our sponsors for today's show. We got Crossfire Car Audio and Puns Customs out of Minnesota, right?
Right.
Yep, Puns Custom out of Minnesota. Thank you guys for sponsoring the show and being part of this whole thing. Cash at the gate is easiest. Card is difficult because they got to have my phone to do the card. So cash at the gate, please. Anyway, so we're going to do
Looking to get Jeff Gatlin. I did kind of get a commitment from him, but
Okay.
we'll have to kind of maybe within the week kind of check out where we are. But
Okay.
yeah,
And
he just got the world record like I said earlier today, and he's got some goals
yep.
For this season. So I think he actually this last show he used
Held
a
back.
vehicle that yeah, he probably did. Well, he actually to kind of go back in the story, he sold his vehicle, realized he doesn't have the world record anymore, talked to that guy to ask him to borrow that vehicle back so he could get a new world record. And then he's actually working on another vehicle that he's got some goals for world finals. So yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's like I said. This is great. Kayla,
Mm-hmm.
hope you had a great time.
Thank you. I did.
Jeffrey,
Appreciate
another good show again. Tiffany says thanks for sharing with us, Kayla. We
Yes.
will see you Saturday for sure, Kayla.
Right.
Remember, support those that support the things that you love. So if you get the opportunity or have a choice, please support the people that support us. Crossfire Car Audio and Puns Customs. Once again, guys, we will see you next week. Remember, I will go live with brackets on Saturday and Sunday on my YouTube and Facebook page. So, but we will see you guys next week on This Week in Car Audio. Peace.